In previous lecture, it was narrated that the author recalls the incident of his childhood and the hard times they had faced when the rumor breaks out in the city of Ohio that the dam has broken. Even it was not true and they in reality were all safe. However, as a result, great run happened and chaos and panic ruled the residents of the city. He further describes that on March 12, 1913, when the rumor broke out, it was afternoon, and business was going on briskly as usual on High Street. It was never known how and when the scare began, but within 10 minutes, everybody was seen running away from town towards east. He tries to give reasons for this great run. He explains, suddenly somebody began to run to the east. Perhaps he had to meet with his wife or he was frightfully late. Another person, perhaps a newsboy, began to run in high spirit to the same side. Another man, a gentleman of affairs, broke into a trot, and within short time everybody started running to the east. The cry, "Go east," has gone round, and without asking for any reason, people were following it. Black streams of the people flowed eastward. Firemen, policemen, and army officers in the uniform also joined the stream of the fleeing people. The mother of the writer fight against this chaotic situation very calmly. She turned out all the fire and took with her a dozen eggs and some loaves of bread. She thought to take refuge in Memorial Hall on the way, but the mob of the people drew her and her family along, and she could not reach the hall. The author also gave us the detail of the confused behavior of Colonel. When he heard the cry of a child, "Go east," he also began to run at full speed. Along with him, other residents joined from the street, shops, garages, backyards, and so on. The panic lasted for only 2 hours, when militiamen riding in motor lorries and bawling through new megaphones announced that the dam had not broken and there was no reason for panic and for evacuating the city. Then the people returned to their homes sheepishly. James Thurber subtly mocks the whole chaotic situation. He narrates that all the time the sun shone quietly and there was nowhere any sign of oncoming water. He says from an aerial view from plane, it would have seemed that the mass of troubled people streaming out from the city, and only explanation would be that of like similar to the ship called Mary Celeste in history, which was abandoned by its crew mysteriously, and the ship was found in the perfect condition. James Thurber draw out this example of ship to pinpoint the strangeness of the whole situation. With the analogy of streams and river, he explains that it was similar on that day. The great run had taken the shape of streams feeding the main river, that is, people running in mob, gave the illusion of stream and river flowing out of the city towards east. In this humorous presentation of great run, we can easily see the rule of mob mentality. Everyone was following each other without giving a thought to the situation that no water was following them and they were safe from any danger.